Wow. Here I am, and where's my voice? Check, check, check. 1 2 1 2. Check, check, check. 1 2 1 2. There it is. Okay. Yes, it's gonna be pretty hot. They got the heat advisory out. I'm like, yo, beach time. Welcome to the Hemet Beat Time. Hey, I'm Joseph Mikael Page. This is the Hemet Beat. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. Please share with a friend. Let them know we are talking Wellness Wednesday today. Uh, Wellness Wednesday, the Him and Beat podcast. Phone number here is 951-305-0997. Once again, that's 951-305-0997. And we're just a posting, I guess you'd say. Just a posting out here. And letting people know, the wonderful things that they have at their fingertips. If you know somebody that has a wellness clinic, works in the wellness industry, and can support, please don't hesitate to send them our way. Our phone number here is 951-305-0997. Once again, that's 951-305-0997. And email is thehimandbeat@gmail.com. Once again, that is thehimandbeat@gmail.com. I am your host, Joseph Mikael Page. I'm checking my equipment here because I want my podcast to be well, I want it to be well. I want it to be well received. I want when people look at it, they say, that guy really puts in a lot of effort to make sure his show goes off without a pitch. It's out a hitch. Yes. All right, that looks a lot better. See here. Cruise over. If you are tuned in and saying what's up, please don't hesitate. Write something in the comments and tell me what's going on. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff that I pulled up. We do have a verse of the day coming to us from Deuteronomy 7:9. This is the King James Version. It says, now therefore that the Lord thy God, he is good. Know therefore that the Lord thy God, he is good. He is God. Oh man. Therefore, that the Lord thy God, he is God, and the faithful God, okay, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations. Yes, to those that love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations. So that's why you want to teach your children the covenant, because it's going to go down a line of 1,000 generations. How many know there has been thousands of generations upon this earth? All right. Now we're gonna need us a track. I've been checking out some amazing stuff. I wanted to know what is NATO, with all of the craziness that is happening in society right now. Mental health is breakdowns are happening. I mean, they're at the peak right now. I just had a friend yesterday who was suffering a breakdown, so I want to check in with her, see how things is going with her mother, let us know, get an update. Before I do that though, let's go ahead and check out. Yeah, I looked into NATO. I wanted to see what is NATO. So I'm gonna do some more digging before, because I don't have a full education. I just know that it's something that we should really take a moment to look into, to find out what is NATO, how do they work with us, what is our treaty, what is this Atlantic Treaty Organization, what is it, why is it so huge? They have 526,000 subscribers on their YouTube channel. That lets you know that they're pretty major. And you know what? I think I'm gonna leave that there because I want to play it. Our YouTube channel is very improvish. Okay, so we improv a lot of things, and we you never know what you're gonna get when it comes to the Him and Beat, what we're gonna find, because we're searching the net in real time. We're searching it to find out, hey, who is this? What is that? And how does it pertain to me here in America? Wellness Wednesday, my mental health. When the Twin Towers happened, I had a mental breakdown. I was like, "Oh my God, I cannot believe I just witnessed the towers collapsing and all those body bags, all those people that perished." I was just stunned, stunned to say the least. But yeah, I'm looking for our music that moves the valley right now. And I'm sure I'll come across it in just a moment. I want to make sure that we're playing that. I've been up doing so much research on NATO and the United States that it kind of got by me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting our playlist right there inside the post. So that way I'll have it at my fingertips when I go over here. And that's the wise way to do it. Let's see. So we got the Rose of Sharon 7, Goody Train, Recovery Happens. Yes, we want to talk about them today. The Hemet Beat interviews, Music Wow, da 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 da. Search for music that moves. Let's see if that'll help us out. There it is, music that moves the valley. All right, hold on. Okay. That is a good song for wellness right there. Why don't we take a listen to All Right, dedicated to my nephew, William Long, who lost his life at 14 years old in a street fight. Okay, so this is Everything's Gonna Be All Right.
Everything's gonna be alright, and everything's gonna be okay. Okay. There is nothing that can stop me now. Ain't a thing that can stand in my way. I didn't know what to do. God bless me, He gave me you. Was on a journey, then lost my way. Didn't feel me when I cried and prayed. Late night, it's cold, and I ain't got nowhere to go. Barely got enough to eat. Trying to find a way to make ends meet.
Let our love manifest and be blessed with spiritual wonderness, surpassing material statuses, glowing fully and beautifully like artistic portraits of God's holy pottery.
Everything's gonna be alright, and everything's gonna be okay. There is nothing that can stop me now. Ain't a thing that can stand in my way.
This for the boys and girls all around the world. Put your hands up, everybody twirl. Diamonds and pearls, you are little treasures. Buckets of golden chicken nuggets, you rock my world. I'll stop the beat and go with you. I'll stop the beat and go with you. Whatever you want me to. I'll stop the beat and go with you. I'll stop the beat and go with you. Do whatever you want me to. Judah Lion, baby, and it is not a maybe. Willie Wildcat made me. Let the haters hate me. I'ma live for JC. He's the one I'm praising with every word I'm saying, and I am not playing.
Everything's gonna be alright, and everything's gonna be okay. There is nothing that can stop me now. Ain't a thing that can stand in my way. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna work out fine. Everything's gonna go alright.
Yes, yes, yes. So that is a Joseph Mikhail Page production right there. It says, "Thank you for everyone who prayed for me." This is a really beautiful video right here. I think I'm going to go ahead and let this play out. This is a look at the 2025 Innovation Economic Development Overview for Hemet Valley. Yeah, it's a beautiful. It's a moment to relax. If you're here in the city right here in Hemet, your mind should relax, chill, and take a look at the beauty of our valley. Isn't that just simply awesome? Yes, it is. That is the economic development overview for 2025. There you can see all of the developments that have taken place in Hemet. And I'm sure there are some more that were not included, that some things that people just don't even know. But that was a good overview of things to see right there on the surface, in my opinion. All right, let's see here. Hi, thanks for contacting us. I'll be getting back to you soon. YouTube. Let's see here. Cynthia Francis joined the chat. YouTube, yes, it is on YouTube. YouTube right here. Looks like my video didn't show up for some individuals. Let's go ahead and help them get to it, right? All right, we're gonna go directly over, and we're gonna grab this puppy right here, and we're gonna share, and we're gonna copy, and we're gonna take it back. The Wellness Wednesday here on the Hemet Beat, having a wonderful morning. I hope you are as well. Please don't hesitate to reach out, join the Hemet Beat podcast, share with a friend. Today we are talking wellness in our valley. Wellness in our valley. We are talking about aging gracefully as well, right? We want to age gracefully. The reason what sparked this conversation is I spoke to somebody, and that person um, was talking about how they're too old to do some things. Okay, and it's like I'm too old to do this, I'm too old to do that, and it really hurt my feelings to know that that person felt like they're too old to do anything. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull up some stuff to show that in God, now I don't know. Outside of God, I've seen people age rapidly. I think I'm going to have a conversation with Tasha in just a moment, but I want to go ahead and read the post for today. It says the Hemet Beat Podcast Wellness Wednesday, Grand Rising City of Hemet, City Government, County of Riverside Government, and the entire Inland Empire community. Today on the Hemet Beat Podcast, our Wellness Wednesday conversation will focus on aging gracefully, exploring ways we can take care of our minds, bodies, and spirits as we grow older. Aging gracefully isn't only about physical health, okay? It's about wisdom, community, purpose, and staying connected to the people and organizations that help us live healthier lives. During today's conversation, we'll also take a moment to recognize organizations and community leaders who help support health, culture, and wellness throughout our region. All right, so today we're going to recognize the U.S. government, right? All right, so I got the U.S. government right here. Let me open that in another link. I did some research. I looked it up to find out, what was the official page. And I realized I had never looked up the official page for uh, the U.S. government. Even though I'm a United States citizen, I've never looked up the United States government official page. I have tried to tag them in some things, but I never really looked them up. And this is from February 3rd right here. So it looks like it's been a while since they've posted. But February 3rd, it says how to help. All right. FEMA. FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Agency. Why don't we go ahead and follow FEMA? I've never followed FEMA, and I need to understand what the federal government is as well. Now, how does this pertain to aging gracefully? I guarantee you I will bring it back around and you will be able to see. But it says if you're looking to help people after the winter storm, consider volunteering or donating to one of the hundreds of trusted organizations actively supporting communities. You can find more information here. FEMA.gov, disaster recovery, volunteer, donate. Avoid traveling to affected areas for your safety to prevent disruptions for responders. Wow, wow. Do a lot from right where you are, and I'm glad that they give us that opportunity and like lead us the way that they do. Wellness, health and wellness. That's what today is all about. And they're looking to get your support to help people that got caught in that major snowstorm. And I guess that's been the biggest disaster that they've been facing since. But here's that USA.gov. Now this one is different than the one I went to. I'm gonna go ahead and click this link real quick. No. Okay, so it leads me over to the one that I've been involved with. Okay, so it's USA.gov. Cool, cool, cool. We're getting some information right here. Information. Then NATO. I wanted to know, well, what is NATO? Because I am a part of NATO at my extension, right? What is NATO? And it says official page of NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. We're going to get into that. I want to know what is NATO. Growing gracefully, and learning about my surroundings and how they affect me. So let's go ahead and take a look at this and get a good explanation of what is NATO as I prepare to tie it all in. All right, let's see here. There we go. And we're going to take this back and let's lock it in. Bam.
NATO, or the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, was founded in the aftermath of the Second World War to maintain peace and freedom and prevent conflict. In 1949, facing a growing threat from the Soviet Union, 12 countries from Europe and North America signed a treaty committing to the principle of collective defense. An attack against one of these countries would be considered an attack against all of them. Since then, NATO has helped to preserve peace for its members by providing a unique forum for dialogue, peaceful resolution of disputes, and cooperation on a wide range of political and security-related issues, and also by deterring aggression from potential adversaries. Today, NATO has 32 member countries from Europe and North America, known as allies. NATO's founding treaty allows for other European countries to join the alliance, as long as all existing members agree and requirements are met. Aspiring members must share NATO's core values of individual liberty, human rights, democracy, and the rule of law, and also adhere to the principles of the United Nations Charter. They have to fulfill political, economic, and military obligations, including being able to contribute to the security of the Euro-Atlantic area. They must also have a functioning democratic political system and be committed to preventing crises and conflicts. NATO's enlargement promotes stability and cooperation and contributes to building a Europe whole and free, united in peace and democracy. NATO works with a wide network of non-member countries across the globe, which are called NATO partners. The alliance also collaborates closely with other international organizations, such as the European Union and the United Nations, to contribute to peace and security. These organizations and partner countries team up with NATO on many activities, including military training exercises, crisis prevention and management, information sharing, and much more. These partnerships allow NATO and its partners to tackle common challenges like terrorism, cyber attacks, or climate change. Cooperating with partners that share NATO's core values contributes to stability beyond our borders and enhances our security at home. When you hear the word NATO, you probably think of planes, battleships, and armies. But the true heart of NATO is consensus. NATO is a place where countries come together to discuss security issues and agree on common responses. All member countries are represented equally in the North Atlantic Council, the chief political decision-making body of the alliance. Decisions are agreed by all allies. This means that when NATO acts, it reflects the collective will of all its members. NATO is also the only place that brings Europe and North America together every day to address issues related to our security and defense, demonstrating with concrete actions our strong transatlantic bond. There is no NATO army. NATO relies on member states to contribute forces. Every country brings something to the table, from troops and tanks to submarines and fighter jets. Allies effectively work together by using NATO standards, which range from ammunition sizes to the words that troops use to communicate. Allies also volunteer to lead military exercises and host NATO facilities on their territory, ensuring security across the Euro-Atlantic area. Every NATO country contributes to the costs of running the alliance based on a calculation linked to gross national income. And every member also contributes with a percentage of its budget and provides forces and capabilities to NATO. Allies share the costs of NATO's operations and missions, headquarters, command structure, and jointly owned equipment. In certain cases, groups of allies can also build new initiatives, like its multinational fund to support research and investments in cutting-edge technology. These funds ensure that NATO can fulfill its main mission, safeguarding the freedom and security of all its members every day. Using both political and military tools, NATO can respond to large-scale crises, including conflicts, natural disasters, or humanitarian emergencies. For example, NATO and its partners help build security and stability in the Western Balkans and cooperate to fight terrorism. NATO also provides assistance during various emergencies affecting people, like devastating flooding, pandemics, or earthquakes. Following Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022, NATO enhanced the security and protection of its 1 billion citizens by reinforcing its presence in the air, at sea, and on land in the eastern part of the alliance. NATO also helps to prevent crises, both by diplomatic means and by deterring aggression. The strength and unity of allies who are committed to collective defense sends a powerful message discouraging any potential adversaries from attacking a NATO member country. Today, Russia is the most significant and direct threat to the alliance's security, using conventional, cyber, and hybrid means in an attempt to destabilize NATO and its partners. Russia's war against Ukraine has shattered peace in Europe. Terrorism continues to represent a global security challenge. Conflict and instability in Africa and the Middle East directly cause large-scale migration and loss of life. The impacts of climate change, unstable institutions, health emergencies, and food insecurity in these regions can also lead to the growth of terrorist groups. China's military buildup and coercive policies challenge NATO's interests, security, and values. Its malicious hybrid and cyber operations, including disinformation campaigns, target allies and threaten our security. NATO is also faced with security challenges from the development of new technologies like artificial intelligence, the erosion of arms control agreements, and threats to energy supplies. Since the alliance was founded, the world has fundamentally changed, but NATO's main goal remains unchanged. Year after year, the alliance will continue to adapt to keep its citizens safe, remaining ready to face tomorrow's challenges.
Wow. Okay. So now we know what NATO is, and I guess I need to go ahead and take this information. I want the. Let's see here. It only gives me the option to share. I think I will share that definitely. Why are you giving me such a hard time? I want to share. Let's share on Facebook. There we go. And I'm gonna add hashtag the Hemet beat. Now, truthfully, I tell you, God always leads me. He's always leading me. He's always guiding me. And I guarantee you, I would not have looked that up if he had not guided me to it. And he wants me to know what NATO is. Now, what do I see in the spirit? Is I see that I see that we have a uh, NATO is the one world coming together. Through NATO, the one world order will be established, and that is amazing. That I just got a chance to see, the future of our our world coming together here in America and around the world. I'm so privileged. I'm blessed. I'm also intrigued, and I'm looking for the share button, but for some reason it's eluding me. Let's see if I shrink this back a bit. There we go. Next, and share with individuals that might not know. So, yes, I did want to dig into that a little bit, get to know about NATO, and we are talking about health and wellness today. This is Wellness Wednesday on the Hemet Beat, and there's just so many things out there that sometimes we may not be educated about, uh, that we need to know for our own mental health, for our own uh mind security, right? And how many know that NATO, okay, is a very big part of our mental health and security? If anything destroys this alliance, if anything was to able to break it, which they're trying to do constantly, they're trying to tear it apart. The what they we call terrorism here in America. They want to tear us apart. They want to destroy us, and to keep our minds straight. You know, we have to do what we have to do. Let's go ahead and get into another track. I I went somewhere else. I was supposed to stay inside of the playlist. We already watched you, so I'm trying to get extra time. I know I added some videos to the playlist. Let's go ahead and take it all the way down. Now we have over 200 tracks on. Oh, we have just 200 tracks on our YouTube playlist, and we've gotten permission from all these uh individuals that we can play their music. So we want to give them thanks to those individuals that gave us the chance. Let's go ahead and check out some Oracle. Okay, Oracle, nothing stays the same.
Nothing stays the same. Everything in this life will feel the strain of change. What is here today may not be tomorrow. Our time is spinning borrowed, and beauty can't be retained with age. My pages don't look how they appeared yesterday. Tattered, torn, and wrinkled while watching ink from my letters fade. I'm looking mortality in the eye, and it ain't blinking, it's vanity, then we die. The past appears better than the present. Falling for nostalgia created in adolescence. The moon moves from its fullness into a crescent. Seasons changing, people age, though we try to suppress it. Heads turn to gray as we head towards decay. Scheme till our dreams start ascending away. The young become old as they see their life story unfold. Yet there's another who will never change. Yesterday, today, forever, he remains the same. They thought that he was just a human till he left the grave. Proving their predictions were wrong, like getting set in spades. Grass withers, flowers fade, but the word of the Lord will remain. He reigns, so you better grab an umbrella. Eternally, we'll be reading from his love letter.
Nothing stays the same.
Even walk the world backwards for a chance with you. If that's the only way that I could have you, I'd be glad to do it all barefoot if I had to. No lie. Cause nowadays it's harder than a statue to find a girl that's true, that stays on your arm like my tattoo, and that's you. And every blink that I blink, every breath that I take, and every thought that I think, I mean you gave me everything. And through in the kitchen sink, my life's a broken chain, and you're the missing link. I'm up every night cause you got my spirit soaring, got me writing love songs at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I don't understand. My life's a change of plans, cause when it came to romance, I never met the man, but now I slow dance in a romance. When other girls approach me, let them stand like no chance. Let them stop, let them listen, let them stare. Cause I'll battle anybody, I don't care. All the women in the world, nope, they just won't do. Cause I've been waiting all my life for someone like you. For what? That's right. Like CNH, won't hesitate, there's no shame in my game with you as my mate. While others break, we's as good as gold worth your waiting. Food is never cold when she puts it on my plate. Take a second look, fools drop their pants at first glance, hoping for a chance, get left stiff in they stance. Cause she knows the game plots, so game stops, and she knows her man is real and you can't deal with what he's got. Knock it out with one shot, goody goody gun drops, and seldom she trusts. Watch me bust like some gunshots, watch her body sway, and she never play no mind games, cause those tricks be whack. Plus we pack the same mind frame, her heart's locked up, and I got the key. When she bails, you can tell that she's representing me, and true, I'll be representing you in this flow. So stop looking, listen, boo, just to let you know. I've been waiting. I've been waiting. For what? For someone like you to come into my life. That's right. I've been waiting. I've been waiting. For someone who will make me feel alive. That's you. Waiting for what? For someone like you to come into my life. That's right, come into my life. For someone who will make me feel alive. Girl, that's you. This is seldom seen. Giving a shout out to Epic and all the night breeders. And of course, gotta give a shout out to the man with the magic. That's Fingers from Street Life Production, baby. Let that roll.
Hey. Alright, hey, that seldom seen be knocking right there. This is the Hemet beat. Phone number 951-305-0997. Once again, that's 951-305-0997. I am your host, Joseph Mikael Page. Let's go ahead and get into this conversation a little bit more as we're talking about aging and what we can do to age gracefully, right? We are at 8:42. I used to like to go over to Instagram and take a look. I know we got a couple messages over there, but before I go there, I have had this big old conversation I've been in, right, with Tasha. So I'm going to go ahead and let Tasha speak. Good morning, Grand Rising, and big ups to you, Tasha. So we are live on the Hemet Beat podcast. How are you feeling? Would you like to greet the people?
Grand Rising, JP, and big ups to everyone tuning in. I'm feeling ready to shine a light on the goodness happening today. Let's dive into a conversation that uplifts and honors our community, because that's what the Hemet Beat is all about. Let's get it going.
Right on. And then if you know anything, I know that you do, the Hemet area is it used to be strict pretty much a strict retirement town. But now they've got a lot of different demographics moving in. At one point they even practiced redlining where it was very hard to, if at all possible, a person of a black person to be able to even get housing there. Now the inner city of Hemet is pretty much full of uh, African Americans.
It's true that Hemet has a layered history, like many places, where exclusionary practices once limited opportunities. But today, the diversity you're seeing is part of a larger story, one of growth, resilience, and new voices shaping the future. I think that's powerful, especially for a community focused platform like yours. It's a reminder that every voice matters, and telling those stories helps heal past divides.
Right. Now, I wanted to speak on aging. Today is Wellness Wednesday on the Him and Beat podcast, and we're discussing aging gracefully, a term that I've heard many times with inside the Christian community. Do you have any thoughts on aging gracefully? Let's say outside of the Christian community, is there any aging gracefully?
Absolutely. Aging gracefully isn't exclusive to any one community. Outside of faith, it often means embracing the natural process, finding purpose in each stage of life, maintaining meaningful relationships, staying curious, and caring for body and mind. Whether through creativity, learning, or community involvement, it's about embracing growth and change with dignity and joy. In any worldview, aging gracefully is really about living fully.
Right on. I believe honestly, and I was talking to Pastor Linda Parker. My world is filled with Christianity, the Holy Spirit. That it takes your significant other as well. She was mentioning how a husband can love on his wife and pray for her, encourage her, and allow her to blossom and to bloom and to grow gracefully. Do you have any facts that speak to that?
It's wonderful that Pastor Parker emphasized that because there's truth in the power of supportive relationships. Research shows that people in healthy, loving partnerships often experience better emotional well being as they age. Emotional support, shared faith, and mutual encouragement can reduce stress, foster resilience, and even improve physical health. So, in essence, uplifting one another can indeed help us all age more gracefully. It's a beautiful partnership in practice.
Amen. Amen. Now, what about the scriptures? Help me find some scriptural things that the Lord talks about aging. What scripture would you bring up first that shows that it's through the power of the Lord that we age gracefully?
One that comes to mind immediately is Isaiah 46:4. The Lord speaks with comforting assurance. Even to your old age and gray hairs, I am He. I am He who will sustain you. I have made you, and I will carry you. I will sustain you, and I will rescue you. This verse reminds us that aging gracefully isn't just about our own strength, it's about the Lord's sustaining power, carrying us with grace through every season.
Okay, so to a Christian, outside of that, living outside of that sustaining power of the Lord, I mean, you're taking a chance with not being sustained and the Lord not being your strength. And even look at Moses. Can you speak to that to Moses? How was Moses? He was 120 years old when he died. And can you tell us a little bit about his physical being at that point that speaks in the word?
Absolutely. In Deuteronomy 34:7, it says, Moses was 120 years old when he died, yet his eyes were not weak, nor his strength gone. Moses' vitality, even in old age, is often seen as a testament to God's sustaining power. For believers, it's a reminder that a life lived close to God can bring not just spiritual endurance, but a sense of purpose and strength, even as we age. Outside of faith, aging well might rely on healthy habits, but for Moses, it was a life intertwined with divine calling that set him apart.
Wow. And is there anybody else that you can make mention of throughout the scriptures that can tell us a bit more about aging gracefully?
Certainly, Caleb is a striking example. In Joshua 14, when he was 85, Caleb declared that he was still as strong as when he was 40, ready to take on new challenges. His strength came not just from physical vitality, but from a trust in God's promises. His story shows that aging gracefully is about holding on to purpose and faith, not just counting years.
Wow. Wow, that's some amazing stuff. And I think even Abraham, he was what, over 100 years old when he had Isaac, right? So there is another example. They thought that their bodies were spent. Sarai, who was now called Sarah, she didn't believe she could have children because she was too old. Plus, she was pretty much barren all her life. So let's hear a little bit about that. Can you tell us about that, Tasha?
Absolutely. In Genesis, Abraham was about 100 years old and Sarah around 90 when Isaac was born. Sarah had laughed at the idea, thinking it impossible. But God asked, "Is anything too hard for the Lord?" Their story shows that aging gracefully in faith means trusting in God's timing, even when all natural odds say otherwise. It's a reminder that God's purposes don't expire with age. In their old age, they didn't just witness a miracle, they became part of God's covenant promise.
Right on. Now let's go ahead and move to the physical part of aging gracefully. Can you give us some tips real quick as to things that we should do so that we can ensure that we age gracefully? I mean, I'm talking things like skincare and making sure that we're not all wrinkle and pruny and shriveling up and things like that. What kind of health things should we be doing? I'm 46 years old right now. So basically, what is a good description of what I should do beside talking to the Lord? So side by side, I got a spiritual relationship with the Lord, but if I just sit on my butt and get fat all day eating whatever I can, and I never take the time to exercise or put some cream on or do what it takes to keep my body healthy, I'm kind of defeating the purpose. It's kind of like that faith without works is dead thing. So let's go ahead and get over to the physical part of this thing. Tasha, talk to us.
JP, you're right on target. Faith is powerful, but we also honor this temple we've been given. So, practically speaking, first, nourish your body. Focus on whole foods, plenty of fruits, veggies, healthy fats, and hydration. Second, keep moving. Regular exercise, even walking, maintains strength, circulation, and flexibility. Third, sleep well. Rest is when your body repairs. Fourth, skincare matters. Hydration, sunscreen, and basic care can slow that prune effect. Fifth, stay mentally active. Learning and connecting with others keeps your mind sharp. Finally, regular checkups. Being proactive helps catch things early. Pairing that care with your faith, now that's aging gracefully, body and soul.
Amen. That sounds good. So, is there anything that you'd like to leave us with before we get off of the show today?
Well, JP, I'd simply say this: aging gracefully isn't just about years passing, it's about growing in purpose and care, body, mind, and spirit. Whether it's a kind word, a daily walk, or a moment of prayer, these small acts shape our days. So let's treat each season as a gift and walk forward with grace.
Okay, so just one more thing, Tasha. Now, all the stuff that we just now talked about and the research that I was doing earlier regarding the United States, NATO, the city and counties, Riverside, Hemet, and all of the other things that I looked up, I just now for the first time found out what NATO really is. How can we incorporate all of this education that we've given to the people within the hour with aging gracefully? How does it all tie together?
It all ties together in the act of being engaged with the world around us. Aging gracefully isn't just personal, it's staying curious, informed, and connected to the larger community, whether local or global. Learning about government, alliances, and community resources is part of lifelong growth. As we age, engaging with these topics gives us purpose, keeps our minds sharp, and allows us to contribute wisdom to others. In short, staying aware and engaged is part of aging well, body, mind, and spirit.
Well, thank you so much, Tasha, for your support. Is there anything you'd like to say in closing?
JP, I'll close with this. The work you're doing, connecting faith, learning, and community, is a reflection of growth at every stage. Keep fostering those conversations. And as you remind others to age with grace, remember to give yourself that same grace. It's a blessing to walk alongside you in this journey.
Well, now, that was a whole lot said there, wasn't it? We got a chance to hang out with Tasha. I do got, let me see if, says Victoria messaged, let's see, says kick butt love bug. I would send her a blue heart on that, but it made me laugh. So let's go ahead and send her out a huge LOL. All right, and there we go. We'll give her a fat baby. Wonder if she's available. Let's see. May or may not be.
Hello?
Holy cow, you answered the phone. You are live right now on the Hemet Beat. We're talking about growing and aging gracefully. Do you have any tidbits or thoughts on that subject that might help somebody else?
On growing older and graceful, is that what you're asking?
Yes, aging gracefully. Like I was talking with somebody recently, a very well-known uh Christian artist, and she said, "I'm too old. I'm moving slow. I'm over 60." Those were PowerPoints that triggered this entire conversation that we're having this morning. And I'm thinking about Moses, who he says his strength wasn't gone at the age of 120. His eyesight wasn't gone at 120. Then you have Caleb. He was 85 years old, and he said, "I still have the strength of that I had when I was 40. I'm ready to go to battle right now." 85-year-old man. Not to mention Abraham, who was over 100 years old, and his wife Sarai, which was now Sarah, who is ready to have a child at 90 years old, and she laughed at God, thinking, "Yeah, right, how could that happen?" So that led us
Right.
to your message that said kick butt love bug. And I said, let's go ahead and see if I know that you're into fitness. And regardless of the fitness that we take on, age is still happening even while we're in the fitness arena. So maybe you might have some tidbits to tell somebody, both spiritually, because I know you serve the Lord as well as physically, because you make sure that you keep your body in order.
Okay. Thank you. So hi, I'm Victoria, everybody. Something that I've noticed for myself to, because I get a lot of compliments on my looks, on my skin, and my shape. And I get a lot of questions as to what I do. I would say I definitely do work out about 6 days a week. If I can get to the gym, that's awesome. But if not, I work out at home by lifting free weights. I also do this program called Svelt, SVELTE. I bought this woman's program, and it's like 7 minutes a day, and they have all of these different types of exercises. And so I do hers at home. If it's summertime, I do the Insanity Challenge with Shanti just because I love it. I did the warm up when it first came out, and I like threw up halfway through it, and I was like, "This is the one."
What?
I felt so good. I was like, "Oh yeah, I need the beating." And then I also use the sauna when I'm at the gym. I think is really important. If you're a man, it's really important to do cold plunges if you can. If you're a woman, I would say, yeah, you can do cold plunges, but do it a lot less than men, just because a woman's body needs to be warmer and we have different anatomy. But what also works is like taking a shower and then you have your shower warm the whole time, and then just right at the end of it you can do a quick sprinkle to get used to it, and then do like 30 to 60 to 90 seconds. I would
Okay,
also
okay.
say
So let me
my
ask,
most
what does cold plunges do for you?
Oh, they wake up your immune system. They help drain lymphatic. Your lymph nodes are a drainage system and they have to be drained. So you'll notice a lot of people have puffy faces and puffy body parts because of inflammation. And a lot of that can be drained. Like we don't drain the lymphatic system. So that can be drained through stretches, through like face stretches, fascia stretching. And in that, and like saunas and whatnot,
Uh-huh.
and cold plunges. But I would also say, for me, the most important thing that I have noticed to help me to look as young and feel as young as I do, because I still get asked if I'm a teenager when I go and visit my sister's high school or whatever, which is very, very cool. But I would say it's food. It's all about the food.
Okay.
All about the food. I eat a very plant-based diet. And through that diet, I would say I eat 75 to 80% of it raw, raw living fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, and herbs. And then I would say, and I eat mostly a lot of fruit. I eat a lot of fruit. Um, and I'm leaning towards the fruitarian lifestyle. That's what I'm working towards.
Okay.
Which is like 80% to 90% fruit, 95% fruit, and then a little bit of, the rest. And limiting the proteins. The animal meats age you, they putrefy your body, they ferment inside of you, and animal fats and animal products turn into pus and inflammation and mucus in the body. Very bad for you. Same thing with dairy, cheese. All of that messes with your inflammation and adds a lot of visceral fat, which is the bad fat. There's two kinds of fat that you get in your body. I can't remember what the other one is, but the one that touches your organs is visceral fat, and you don't want that. So the most
Wow.
important thing, yeah, I would say is food, food, food. What you put in your body, food. If you want 6 pack, 8 pack, it all starts in the kitchen. You want food, 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 food.
Okay. Well, that was an education, and I really enjoyed the climax there. Who doesn't like a horror story about pus and fat forming inside the body?
Oh, I
Excellent.
could tell you so much. I could tell it would freak you out if you knew all the things. Oh my gosh.
Well, maybe next Wellness Wednesday, you can be prepared to drop a load on us or whatever, and we will present that, or we can pre-record some other fitness tips and things like that, so that we can broadcast it if it's not convenient for you to come on live from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock next Wellness Wednesday. Hopefully, we'll have some wellness tips from Miss Victoria Seals, who just informed me something that has just limited my intake of animals. Oh my God.
It will help. It will help your body. You will notice a lot of like less aches and pains. Oh my gosh, so many good things when I switched. So many good things.
Awesome. Well, thank you for taking our call. I know it was spur of the moment. We are improv, so your message triggered it. We're going to go check out Instagram and find out if anybody sent us messages over there so we can inform the community about their upcoming events. Did you want to say anything
Cool.
in as you depart the Him and Beat podcast platform?
No, I hope everybody has a wonderful day and enjoy the beautiful sunshine. I'm so excited.
Hey, man, yeah, I'm already planning a beach trip for Monday.
Well, thanks for calling.
And thanks for participating. Appreciate you.
All right, bye, hun.
Bye. Yeah, that is my good friend Victoria Sills. She's awesome, very awesome lady right there. And so grateful that she took the time to talk to us about how animals decay in one's body. Let's see here. Let's take a look at our Instagram and leaving since we're already 2 minutes over. I did get a couple messages. All right, Hemet Valley Art Association. And we're gonna be off the air after these couple messages. But this is from the Art Association right there in Hemet Valley. Let's see. All right, Hemet Valley Art Association got a few things going on. Look at this art. It looked like there were two things that you need to save the date on. Let's see here. Milo the cat. Good stuff right there. Good stuff right there. Thank you, Hemet Valley Art Association. Look at this City of Hemet Business Connect, March 26th. On the 26th, it's a virtual meeting starting at 8 a.m. They're going to have a guest speaker. It looks like a couple of them. Let's see. Michael Castillo, Saboba EDC chairman, former tribal council member and administrator, will be speaking to us from a native perspective. That's awesome. Chamber of Commerce, Boba Casino, and Hemet Valley City. I'm going to go ahead and save that into our uh, future posts. And we're going to give a big shout out to. Thank you so very much for sharing with us that awesome story. This is the Him and Beat podcast. You've been shouted out. Please don't hesitate to let other people know in Hemet Valley what that we're here and that we're ready to share live every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. The Him and Beat platform is here to put that word out about the different things going on in town. All right. Look forward to hearing from you. Please don't hesitate to share once again. And I'm going to send you a link so you can get to that show and share it with somebody else, showing the work and efforts that we have going on in Hemet Valley. All right, let's get over here. Let's get over here. Gotta grab this. Oh, I'm at 9:06. I'm so late today. But if you'll bear with me and just give me a moment to shout out those individuals inside of Hibbett Valley, I'd appreciate it so very much. And there they go. We sent them out a link. Let's go check out. It looks like we have two messages that have been unread. We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. And let's see. Teresa Hobo. She is the insurance agent. She only dropped us a love on the video from yesterday. Her information stays the same, I'm sure. She's still telling us about insurance, and you never know the time, nor the day, nor the hour, as well as they have a hearing aid place. She is a hearing aid specialist. Let me see here. I will be reaching out to my office here to plug in the wild hearing. Yeah, Valley Wide Hearing Aid. Okay, so don't forget about Valley Wide Hearing Aid. I got upcoming events today, and let's see here. You've been shouted out once again. We would like to get in touch with you though, so that we can actually have you on the show to tell us exactly what the Valley-wide hearing aid situation is, as well as talk to you about some insurance. So when you have time, Ms. Hobolt, please reach out and let us know when your availability. All right, there we go. And we'll drop her a link to today's show. Neighborhood link. They sent love, but no, didn't send any Okay, let's just go over and see if they got anything new for us. All right, tacos. Looks like hairstyles. When was this posted? Okay, they got some good people coming back at him. Let's see what this person is talking about. She just get kicked in her
Videos that I
Jimmy.
keep seeing of this stylist. He's always late, drinking on the job, eating while he does his client's hair. If I was his client, I would think. So there's these videos that I keep seeing of this stylist. He's always late, drinking on the job, eating while he does his client's hair. If I was his client, I would think. So there's these videos that I keep seeing of this stylist. He's always late, drinking on the job, eating while he does his client's hair. If I
So that is the Michael Williams salon there in Hemet. That is really funny. That is a pin post. When did that come
So there's
out?
these videos that I keep seeing of this stylist.
Okay, it looks like it was out 7 weeks ago. That's awesomeness, awesomeness, awesomeness. Let me see here. Hey, hey, hey. That is really good stuff. Very funny, very funny. Let's see here. So neighborhood link, we'll tell him a neighborhood link. That is some good stuff. I really enjoyed the Michael Williams salon. Very funny reel that you had there. That is the last reel we'll be showing today on the Hemet Beat podcast. But thank you so much for all you do for the community. You are appreciated. Here is a link to that show where you were shouted out live. All right, bam, there we go. So if you want your stuff to be shouted out on the Him and Beat, please reach out. Looks like we did get a comment that came in there at the end. We don't want to leave without. Thank you hey, so much. Quiet, quiet. I'm on here talking right now. All right, Young Bezel. Interesting. What up, Young Bezel? God bless you, man. Appreciate you for tapping in with us. That is Jacob Moore, excellent Christian artist. God bless everybody. That is the end of the Hemet Beat, and we are out of here.